else, join in?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it looks different. I like it. They put more out there.
Oh, holy crap. That's crazy. Okay, where's my spells?
There's in the where you see combat, where your combat stuff. There's tabs: combat, action, spells, equipment. Right underneath.
Holy crap!
Yeah, where's? How do I get rid of the reds quickly? I got all my spells updated in Roll20. I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright.
So, does my voice sound far away, or is it okay?
You sound fine.
Because when I plugged in the webcam, it switched all of my mic defaults to the webcam, and I can't... Yeah. You want to use your shitty webcam from 2001, right?
Anybody see the exciting news from Crunchyroll? Guess what anime's coming in the summer? Yeah!
Eh, I'm not an Attack on Titan fan.
Me either. I just don't love it.
It's so good.
It's alright. It's actually one of the ones that my wife actually likes. She doesn't usually go for anime, but she was okay with Attack on Titan.
I would say that My Hero Academia is probably. I probably like that one more than Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I actually do like My Hero Academia a whole lot. But I'm way into superheroes, so yeah.
What is that one called? My Hero Academia?
Yep.
I think it's Academia. I always say it wrong.
Yeah, it's My Hero Academia, but basically it's My Hero Academy.
They should have just said Academy.
My notes. Yeah.
Yeah. So guess what I did on Wednesday? I got a perm. What?
So it's all up and stuff, so you can't.
You want to see it? So guess what I did on Wednesday?
Not bad.
For a second, I was out of the room and I thought you said you got a bird.
I got a bird.
It moved everybody's faces around. Vinfina and Preston are on top of each other. I don't think so. Don't do it. Don't do it. I knew you were out to get me. I'm not.
Or at least one of them.
At least Clandon.
I got one. Everybody else got the rest, but I got one.
You can play that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow him in.
My super. 30 games on it.
Ah, it's annoying me. Yeah, your video is like sitting underneath Vinfina, so it's annoying me. I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to move it.
Hey! Again.
More for us. Well, as you can see, we've been attacked by these cultists. Look. Their mask just reeks of cult. These are the masks. These are the masks that we told you about earlier. The ones that we were seeing in our dreams, and it felt like they've been stalking us.
True. Yes. Well, I think we all got some bumps and bruises going on, but
I'm completely fine.
well, of course you are.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of scared us too, especially with arrows whizzing past our heads and at our heads.
Did those did those boys are they okay?
Oh yeah, evil Danny boy.
Oh boy. Aurora, I know that Tiger Lily had been looking around. Do you know if she was able to pick up any scent? I thought I remember that she might have picked up on something.
She will report back in just a little bit.
All right.
I can't communicate telepathically with her, so
Well, why don't we take? Should we gather all the bodies and search them and see if we can come up with anything?
Did they all kind of disappear?
They withered.
yeah, they like
Yeah, but their loot didn't wither.
acid.
All of them?
Like a
they were bombed.
prune.
Oh man. All right. So, what do you guys think we should do?
Burn them. I think we should burn them. They look evil.
They withered.
We'll burn whatever's left.
Bring out your torches and pitchforks. All right.
Benfina, are you okay if we burn them, or did you want to do like a bless thing?
Well, I can't remember last time when I had cast. Huh?
Did you say teabag him?
That's messed up, Preston.
I can't remember if I had cast Divine Sense recently or not. I mean, I have it recorded as one.
Once.
Anyhow,
And what time is this? Does anybody know what time it is?
Caleb says it's 8:24.
Well,
yeah, I'd like to do a history check or something to see what more I know about these guys.
were we able to salvage their at least a mask?
Yeah, I got one. His face is attached to the inside of it like a Michael or something, but
I dare you to put it on.
you know how dares work around here, Clandon.
We only have one mask.
I must be that new to the party. I don't know how dares work around here.
There's work that you can dare, but you got to be willing to do it as well.
Not just willing, actually do it. Can I examine the mask? I want to try to determine if I can glean any information from it, any idea of who they might be. Wait, hold up. That dice on the screen says 19. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I saw Ventina's 9. I was like, that's not right.
Wait, why does it say Clandon Silverfire Murphy?
That's my full name.
Well, since when?
It's been that way for like months.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a full name too, but mine doesn't show up for some reason.
I don't.
Roger that. These markings on this mask look awfully familiar to similar kind of markings we saw on what's his name, our enemy right now.
The red.
Red
Is that
wizard,
her?
Hamden Cost. That dude.
A wizard we probably should have killed when we had the chance.
Probably.
Is that not his name? Is he not the Red Wizard? Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I just said it, didn't I? Did I say the
Yeah.
wrong name? Hamden Cost or Hamden Cost or something? Not a very wizardy name. Some Mr. H. Cost. Well, should we head into the inn? Maybe grab some food, drink.
Yes, I do totally. With the whole investigation that I was doing, I remember.
Okay. That's what they all say.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and start heading that direction. Thank
Yep.
you.
I mean, I'll sit at a table probably pretty quickly. Somebody told me to sit down, and I'm kind of young, so I'll just kind of like sit down.
I know Sildar wanted to speak with, it was Roland and I, right?
I'm gonna linger at the door waiting for Tiger Lily to come.
Yes, she says meow.
So I step outside and just take care of her. For a minute.
Yeah, I'm on tag along.
Yes. Appreciate it. That's great.
Sounds good. Yep, I mean, there's no laws against it in the church, as far as I'm aware. Have I ever heard of the Order of the Gauntlet before? Okay. I mean, I have heard of the Order of the Gauntlet before, but has Roland? Oh.
I haven't.
You're with the Order.
What is the Order of the Gauntlet?
The Order of the Gauntlet is a group of paladins, clerics, fighters that basically want to dole out justice throughout the land. Sort of a protectorate force.
So what does it mean to join?
Well, you get access to the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Well, I'm very excited.
That's good.
So I walk in at this point and come to the table. Hey guys, what's up? No, I told her to stay outside.
Well, Sildo, I'd be more than happy to join if you'll have me.
Roland like scrambles out of his chair and like kneels down really quickly, kind of bouncing a little bit. This is really exciting for him. Don't ruin this for me, Gundren. He
I
doesn't
look
even know our
like
last
shifty
names.
eyes, and I'm all like, I don't even know what this is, but this looks kind of weird.
Green filter.
Murphy. All right.
In the corner, a drunken dwarf goes, yeah! Mhm. Ah. I'm just. I look to everybody else because I'm technically like the new guy. Yeah. It goes to a cutscene where it's like name your group, and it's got like the little thing where you have to like tab the controller over.
What do you guys think?
How many people are in our group again? There's 5 or 6.
The 5 amigos.
Good. Any more than that, it'd be awkward.
We can steal the name of the group we just joined, like order of something. Order of the
Phoenix!
Panther.
Order of the order of the tissue. We're not branded.
Order of the Borealis.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I was trying to play off Aurora.
I know.
A lot of rangers. We do shoot a lot of arrows. Swords with friends.
Swords with friends.
When we fight together, we'll stay together.
Are we really going with something like that?
Not really.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's really dumb though.
Shadow Knights.
let's see here. The trolls.
What about the dragon killers?
That kind of plays. I mean, people would. That might just come up naturally, just based on what people have been hearing about us.
Mhm.
Something like that might work.
The company of the faded map.
The
How many times have you
mysterious
said
group.
alligators? The mysterious group.
Depends on the night. The Adventure Crew. Dude, I've been
Yeah.
meaning to watch through that. Really? The episodes I've seen have been
It's so good.
Come on now, grab your friends.
The Fandolin 5.
I totally thought that, and I was like, no, that's dumb.
The Fandolin Fantastic. That's terrible. Come on, Vanfina, what do you got? I know you're holding back something.
Well, I was thinking the Flaming Five, but I thought you would take it that way. I was thinking Flaming, like the dragon.
Well, the dragon we killed was Venom Fang. So if we want to do something, we should do like, yeah, venomous something or
The Fang 5 or something.
the Fang
Or
5.
just like venomous,
Fangarang.
Order of Light. A Few Good Fools.
Pity the Fool.
Crap, I forgot all of them.
Fangarang.
Fangarang. I'm sorry. Oh no, it's gonna be Fangarang.
What is that bubble gum called? That is, it starts with a B and it has like the bazookas.
We are the bazookas. What does bazooka mean?
Order or Company of Mist. We got a lot of misty steps. Ooh.
Venom
Goblin Bane.
Venom strikers. Hmm.
Out of those, I kind of like Order of the Arrow the best. I know.
What about something like Venom Arrow or Venom something?
Dragonbane.
If we're gonna do something like Bane, it should be like Venom Bane or Venom's Bane.
Does that work for a group, or is that more just like a single person kind of name? BB.
I totally thought you said Venom Bang.
We are the Venom Bane. That's our band name. We can call ourselves Company of Champions because you're in the Company of Champions.
Band of Arrows. Ooh, Band of Strangers.
Stranger Danger.
Company of Champions. Stranger Danger. I kind of like that one.
Boom! We have our own theme song, so when people walk past, we're like,
The Green Leaf Company. Or we could do Green Scale Company.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like Stranger Danger.
I mean,
Stranger.
What about
It-
beefcakes?
Beefcakes?
Beefcakes.
why not just call ourselves the D-Bags? Like,
We're the tea bags. That's what we do, okay?
the company, it's the company where rolling dice again.
Scouting Regiment.
Okay, we have way too many names up here.
Alright, yeah, no more, no more.
I vote Stranger Danger.
I like the Green Scale Company. I think, yeah.
Landon, do you know what to pick?
Bangarang.
I know. I like that one too.
Sarah's cracking up. What about the Fangarang Company? Combine a few. The Fangarang Company. I like it.
Roland's gonna have a heart attack.
It's just, you know, if that's the kind of heroes we want to be, that's fine. It's just, sure.
Childhood dreams squashed.
It's like, yeah, like I've got like such childish dreams of being part of a great company of adventurers, like, you know, the free companies or something, and then it's just like, oh, we're Fangarang.
We could be Fangzuka.
Yes, that's better.
Every
Mhm.
time you say it, I picture the guy from Hook. When he does the zip line, like bang, except he goes bang. But we don't have a Rufio.
Oh man. I don't mind. I could get behind Green Skull Company. Didn't I see the Faded Few? Yeah, I don't mind the Faded Few either.
Yeah, I came up with that one too.
Yeah, Sarah has it up there.
Roland, do you like the Faded Few better
Yes.
than Fangarang?
That is fine compared to everything else that everybody's been suggesting. I guess I can deal with that. Kind of sounds like we're pretentious, but I'm good. Yep. I'm not saying it.
I look back and forth and I'm like, we're the Faded Few.
It used to be Fangarang, but
We put the
It got
kibosh
laughed
to
at
that.
too much.
right? Here.
So Roland's just about to like take a drink, like his first drink of actual beer, and when he hears that and he goes, "You're right, we do have an early morning," and he puts the drink down and stands up and starts heading up to his room. Thank you. All right, I'm literally turning in. I'm not doing anything else.
Guys, I'm full. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed before I find myself asleep at this table. Ugh. Thank goodness.
When I go up to bed, I take Tiger Lily with me.
just one of the fated few.
Yay, we're killed.
I actually do prepare my armor in the morning. So I kind of just lay the kind of that woven but yet metallic kind of weave that I've been working with, and I cast the Blessing of Gone to give it a +1 bonus.
I slept well. I don't know about you guys.
I did sleep rather well. Okay, where is my armor on this new sheet?
Let me get some breakfast. I'm hungry.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I walk over to her and I go, and I say in Halvin or Halfling, "Good morning, Colleen. I am well, and you?" Nothing we can't handle. Are you selling that fine-looking produce? Absolutely. I would like to restock my rations before we leave, and that's a great first meal. Sure. And I will give her 10 silver pieces. Of course.
I'm eating the food that was provided us. This bacon and ham and goodness. I'm ready to go.
A bar man.
Guys, I don't know much to you, but we should probably go quick. I'm worried about those two heading off on their own.
Yeah, we've already had to rescue them once, and I died for it, so I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with you.
We don't need another rescue side quest.
So, looking at the map, does it look like it's far enough a distance that mounts would be preferable, or is it on foot is okay? Okay, not too bad. Mhm. How far can we travel in a day? I mean, I can go 30 feet every 6 seconds. We can extrapolate from that if we want. So it'll take us half a day. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't think we should go on horses if we can help it, because we kind of got grifted by that horsemaster.
That's fine with me.
So let's head out.
Vámonos.
I'll go ahead and just pat him on the helmed head and just kind of turn him in the direction we need to go. Okay, perfect.
Off we go.
Is Hallie outside her home, or is she inside? Okay. So even if she is feeling better. Okay.
These
Mhm.
must be Gundren's markers.
Well, at least he's clearly marking the lost mine for everybody who wants to follow us.
Let's go.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I know that I haven't been with you for very long, but I am awestruck that we actually have found this place.
Well, it was inevitable. We were fated to find this place. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I got that. I got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and does it look dark in there? Mm.
Any signs of Gundren or Sildar?
Wait, sorry. What's going on?
I don't see any signs of Gundren or Sildar. You think they've already gone inside?
Probably.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a torch and light it. Oh, never mind. I don't have a torch. Apparently, I do not. Does anyone have a torch?
No, I can see in the dark.
We
Times
all
like
can.
this, I wish I would have picked up the light spell. I do have a candle. I will light a candle.
So it's like breathing.
I want to check the rear and just make sure that we're not being followed.
Sorry, perception, you said? Oh, I'm looking ahead. Discount mine.
Hey, Preston. I want to cast a spell. Okay. Let's see if I can do this.
You have the components.
Yeah.
Woo.
Dude, that's awesome. Well done, Aurora.
Thank you for strapping these pillows to my feet. So,
shall we? What I missed? I missed it.
so I'll go ahead and take the lead, just because I feel like that's a good place for me.
With this candle.
Yeah, with the candle. Everybody be quiet while I shine my candle. It's only 5 feet. It only goes 5 feet in front of me. Yeah.
I'll take up the rear.
All right, I'll be behind. I'll be behind Roland.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lead on very slowly. Yep. Just I'm just going to roll a stealth check and then add 10 to it. So 17. I'm gonna go. Can I put my head up? Not head up. My hand against the wall and just try to roll an Arcana check to see what I can tell about that. Because I'm really good at Arcana. So good. Okay, I'll continue on then. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so I guess I'll just come up to here. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
Oh, it's already on. What do you mean?
So, being that I can't see anything, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I
start
can't see
wandering into
anything
the
either.
middle of the room.
Like, no, I'm all black.
Oh, I meant my character. I can see fine. I can see.
I can see just fine.
Hold on, I'm trying to mess with it.
We're down in the you're down in the bottom left corner, so you might not. It might be being covered over by the webcams. Yeah, now you're about in the middle-ish. Oh no, that goes a long way.
Now I can see.
So I'll keep walking forward because I can't see any of that stuff. So I'm just I'm just like, oh look, there's a little bit of a wall over here. Yeah, please do. Yeah, so it's 5 feet. Same. Yep. No, fog war didn't change. It's still pretty far out, but that's
Is it a
closer.
group thing because we're near him?
Oh yeah, because if I move away from everybody else. Yep, that is literally 5 feet in front of me.
Careful, Roland. You're heading to a cliff.
A cliff?
Well, a wall.
Are we sure that nobody has the torch? Torch.
What's in an explorer's pack?
I always have to look up my pack.
Then I have one if it's in one.
I do have some torches. But
Good.
sounds like
Can't-
like a roar.
Next,
How
we
long
have
do those
to
candles
burn
burn, do you think?
incense.
Here's a torch, Roland.
I start like grasping blindly in the dark, trying to find where Aurora is.
I walk up to him.
Thank you, Aurora. I'll use the candle to light the torch, yeah. I believe so. So I kind of blink my eyes and I go, oh wow, this cave is actually big.
It's 20 feet.
Awesome.
I'm gonna look at the rope and then kind of point it out to the rest of the group. Should we go down?
Is there any way to get across without using this rope?
Well, it doesn't look like it's. I'm gonna go ahead and just move up to the edge of this cliff. How far down does it look? And then I kind of like wave the torch around to see if there's any other way to get across.
I'm gonna explore.
Vimfina, it doesn't look like there's any other way down or across.
Looks like we have to go down.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. The sigil, is it something that'd be easily removed? Okay, I want to look around. I'd like to, like, respectfully, I want to see if there's, besides the sigil, if there's any kind of identification lying around or on, without, again, very respectfully. I speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, Sylvan, and Undercommon. Okay, do I recall if anybody in the group speaks Dwarven? Okay, yeah, he's no use to us right now. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and remove the sigil and bring it with me in case I run into Gundren. I'd like to show it to him.
I know what you're talking about. Like a chisel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab those. They might be useful. And what's that called?
Yeah, so I turned around to look at the other two and say, wait, where's Clandon?
And at that,
He just wandered off.
at that I come. They seem. I'm gonna head back to the group.
Oh, Clandon, there you are. I found a rope ladder down. I was gonna ask if we all wanted to take it.
Yeah, I checked in the back over here, and I didn't. This definitely just sealed off there over there. But I did find the remains of a camp. It seems to have been there a long time, and I did find the remains of a dwarf that I can't read you know, the little text that I could find, but I did find the sigil, and I pulled out and showed it to them. That I believe Gundren wore the same sigil.
So I can speak Dwarven.
Dwarven.
I mean, I know the language.
Well, you're welcome to go back there and see if you can make anything of there's some text, and I pull out the masonry tools and let me get closer to him.
Okay.
And hand them to Roland. Here you go. Have a look. See if you can make anything of it.
Sure. I'll go ahead and read through them. Thardrin Rockseeker.
Isn't that isn't that one of the guys' things that we found in the very early beginning with the horse and the cart and stuff?
Memory.
This sounds familiar. It sounds like that one guy way back in the beginning. Roland, I don't think you were here with us, but
No, the name does not ring a bell to me.
way back in the beginning when we first started out, and there were carts and horses and goblins attacking us.
All right. Well,
And
I believe we found
what's his
one
face's
of.
brother.
I believe that is who we found. Clan, I'm gonna go check out the body. Do you want to make sure that the rope ladder is safe?
Yeah, Clandon, climb on that ladder. See if it's safe.
So I'm gonna come over and I'm actually gonna check out the body.
Should I check out the ladder?
Oh no.
Yep. It appears sound to me.
I'm gonna check the body. Just do a medicine check to see what cause of death is. Oh man.
I'm sorry, Becca. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the group, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna pull out the dart first, and bring it back to the group and hold it up and say, it appears that our fallen dwarven companion was poisoned or assassinated.
Anybody recognize that dart? I'll look at it. It looks like a dart.
So I'm gonna look at Clinton and then point at the rope ladder and say, is it good?
It's good. Solid.
And then I'll hand him the torch, and I'll say, go ahead and toss that down, and I'll head on down first.
All right. I toss it down. Not too
And
close to the rope.
Yeah, I'll head down the rope ladder. Okay.
Oh, she's good at climbing that rope. You know, she just kind of backs her way down it, uses her claws.
Yeah, she could like jump halfway on the wall and then leap off of it.
Aurora just says, "Come here, come on, I'll catch you." Claws out.
We should still have the pass without trace up for now. So now that we're down at the bottom, I'm going to pick up the torch and I am going to see if there's like another ladder on the other side. Okay.
Okay, I want to see if there's any trace of people going either direction.
I'm gonna go ahead and look myself. I don't see any indication of Sildar or Gungeon coming through here. Do you think we passed him along the way?
I couldn't see too much of the cave. If we want to go up and search the rest to see if there's any other branches, we can.
No, I searched the upper part of the cavern and didn't see any other tunnels or anything. So I'm assuming this was the only way to go.
What about the
Unless
lower
there's
part of the
something
cavern?
hidden. What do you mean the lower part of the cavern?
Well, you said you searched the upper part, but what about the lower part of the cavern?
Oh, there's. Well, we searched down here. I looked and I've been trying to see if I could.
Oh,
track-
you mean upper as in above us? I thought you meant like
Yeah.
upper as in the northern part of the cavern.
No.
And we searched that whole. We searched around that whole chamber that we were in.
I did, yeah.
So left. So I'll wave the torch to the north, and then I'll wave the torch to the south, and I'll say, pick a cave then.
Do we want to split up and have two go south and two go north?
So I'm a little new at this adventuring thing, but no. I don't think that splitting the party is a good idea.
Do we really think we're gonna run into any bad guys or any trouble or?
There was an assassinated dwarf up there.
Right, but I mean,
Granted, it was from a long time ago.
How long did it look like the body had been dead for? Decay. Bloat.
Oh, I thought you said a 10-year. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely hasn't been too long since that Mr. Rockseeker
I mean,
found
that's
his
a valid
end.
point. Plus, with Mr. Cost, you know, coming after us, I think maybe we should be careful.
did you guys bring that dart with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hand it to Christina.
Okay, can I look at it?
Yep.
I wasn't able to tell much about it, but maybe you can.
The
Yeah, maybe
black
that.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
And I look around and I go, isn't that the name that the changeling lady was talking about?
Yep, that's the one behind all this mischief and fandling.
I definitely recommend we stick together then.
She might be the one pulling the strings behind Cost as well.
Yeah, I wonder, did Gundren ever say anything about his brother that we recall?
It would, did we ever encounter this Iarno? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't here for that part.
Alrighty, well,
So you
left
know
her.
Well, I'm always about moving my way throughout a cavern, you know, from the shortest to longest. And I feel like this northern cavern has the chance of going further, so I'd almost rather check this southern cavern first.
Okay.
Anybody else got thoughts?
Southern sounds as good as any.
To the right.
you guys
Ooh.
Yep.
I'll point at the polished hallway and I'll say anything that looks more than a cave is probably worth exploring first. And then if there's no objections, I will head down that hallway. Okay. Yes, it's got about 50 left. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna close my eyes and say just a quick prayer to Gond, hoping that he guides me correctly, and then I will head down the tunnel straight ahead.
Yeah, did Clandon and Roland both go up north? Yeah, I'd actually like to go down south a
Okay.
smidge. But I do have dark vision.
You have dark vision.
Roar, did you see where Vinfina went?
Yeah, she said she was gonna go a different way.
Okay.
So, yeah, 25.
$24 for Tiger Lily.
And there's torches on the wall, you said? I want to go up and light one.
So yeah, if I do realize that Vampina went a different way, I will go find her. Yeah. No, I'd have to roll perception. Yep. So I go back down and I just pass by Clan and Aurora and say, okay, well, let's go this way and find her then, and just like head off in a random direction. And I start grumbling about how I thought we were gonna stick together, but this. So...
I see it's pretty dark.
I will draw my sword. Okay, I'm heading that way.
To the south.
It's just the room, though. It's not like in the treasure finding movies where the whole place lights up, right?
Coming over.
National treasure. And
Lights
the
are
whole
on!
thing's on.
I walk into the room and I go, I thought we were going to stick together, Benfina.
I just went down south of it for a
And
minute.
I look around and I go, did this happen when you came into the room, or did you do it?
Oh, nope. I turned the lights on.
I clap my hands to see if that is what you do to turn the lights on.
Flying creatures in your
I don't know.
Not the mosquitoes.
Oh, no.
Good job, Clandon.
Oh no. Oh man.
No, no.
Okay.
It's all right.
Hmm. Oh. I literally got a 0. I have a -1 to initiative. Oh, good.
I hate sturges.
Hold on.
21 hit.
Hold on. I might want to do a reaction just a second.
Okay. I will point out that I do not have my shield on right now, so I am lower.
Nope, I can't. It's only against. Anyway, go on. Yes. No. No.
7, 8.
No.
So the rest.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that hits. Okay. No. No. Yes, that matches. How many points of damage is that? Just the last one. I have the other one. Okay.
$16 does.
I do. Okay.
Okay.
So I can shout something, right? Because that's a free action. So as these things start swarming, as I go, to me, gather to me. So we can all start reacting properly.
To us or to the bats? Or mosquitoes, whatever they are.
They can't understand me. They're already me though. The rest of you.
Nope.
I kind of need that answer.
So with the extra attack that we get now, does that just count as an extra action or just a bonus attack if you attack? So it has to be the attack action. Got it.
So could I cast a spell as an action and attack?
If the spell
Depends.
requires an action, then so basically you get one action, right? So you can either attack with that action or you can cast a spell that has a casting time of one action. You can't do both.
Yeah, the casting time will tell you if you can use it as a bonus action.
I am so lost.
It's gonna take a full action. It's not a bonus action.
Yeah, I understand that, but with your question, because we get an extra action
No, you get an
with our level thing.
you get an extra attack. So if you attack, you can attack again, but it's not an extra action.
Yeah, basically your one action that you use on an attack on an attack counts as 2 attacks. That makes sense.
Hey, who's right in front of me? I can't see anything. Okay, I am going to shoot at the thing on Rowan's back.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Roland, hold still.
I am freezing immediately despite these things biting at me.
How far away is Roland from me?
10.
10 feet. Whew. So I turn to Aurora and I say, "Thank you. Come over here."
Okay.
I have a plan.
Alright, I go over there. Am I
Sorry,
going to
no,
him or the
no,
green?
no.
That wasn't me.
That was me.
No, but I think I still have that thingy on me.
Yeah.
To me? No.
No. Ah, these giant mosquitoes. And I am not. I'm only by Clandon. Where did Nolan and them go?
Yep, just like 5 feet in front of you.
Tiny.
Okay, there just wasn't any. I'm like, where are they? Well, first priority is to get the one off of me. Do I have to do like a save throw or like a attack on it? Sure, yeah, and just try to rip it off. Maybe Oh.
Becca, I see that sturge on your back there.
I know. Keep moving all over. Where's the guy?
Little bloodsucker.
I think I would most realistically try to attack it with my dagger. Because that would seem silly and overkill using my glaive.
Yeah.
Nice.
I stab it with my dagger and I'll rip it off and then try to stomp on it or something.
Hey, hang on, Vamfina, move to me.
Oh, yeah, I have that too.
Yeah.
And I move up and maybe do a bonus. Hold on. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary. Clandon. For sure.
What are you casting on me?
He always
Oh,
seems
thank
to
you.
be the extra.
Sanctuary! Sanctuary!
It froze it.
She's gonna attack the one on me. She's gonna climb. Wow, 3 killed it?
Yeah, these things are weak, but they're annoying.
Okay, and she's gonna come next to me and Roland.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Can we move Vamfina? She moved, right? Okay.
There you go. Now you should be able to hear. Apparently, I didn't have my microphone turned on. It wasn't broadcasting. So I apologize for that, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
So they heard you guys, but not me. It's all pantomime.
All night?
Yeah, it's all pantomime.
Oh, jeez.
That's okay though. It's okay. Okay, so what was the question? You were at the Sturge. The Sturge going to Slurpy Derp. But did you have a question? Venfina moved. Do you have 2 of these Sturges following you?
I forgot I have 2 attacks now as well.
Okay, so next round, make sure to
Yeah.
run with it. Okay, so this other guy is going to come and he's going to... Thanks, man. He's going to go ahead and attack the Sturge, so he comes swooping down in here at Venfina. That attack was a 21. It was 4 piercing damage, and he is now... You have 2 Sturges now attached to you, Venfina.
No, because I got 1 off. Remember, I got 1 off.
Yes, you got 1 off. There's 2. There are 3.
Huh?
There's 3 here.
Right, but only 1 is attached.
Alright. So, next, Clandon. What are you doing?
So I've got 1 attached to me, right?
Yes, you have 1 attached to you still.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go ahead and whip out my dagger with my right hand and try to get at it with my dagger.
Go ahead and roll an attack. 15? 21? Yes, it hits. Roll your damage. 5. He dies. So you just basically just scrape him off. Again, these aren't pretty big pushovers.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my bow and attack the one right in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and attack it.
Oh, you got me.
And 23 hits. Roll for damage. Does hit, definitely. So you hit this one, and you just see it go off in the distance. Mid-flight, out of the air. Okay, so this other Sturge is going to come up to you, Clandon. He's going to make an attack. Hits the 16 hit?
16.
7 if it hits. 7 piercing damage. So you feel, as you hit that one, and you're like, yeah, that felt good, then you just feel something else just like come right at you from the side and... Sanctuary, wisdom saving throw, you're right. So it's gonna roll wisdom saving. Good call. So wisdom...
Yes!
Oh, he's got -1 on wisdom.
I did something!
Okay, that's a 16, and the effect is... What's your DC?
Mine or his?
Yours, because you cast a spell.
It is 12.
12? Okay, so he succeeds on his thing. Expulsion of the firewalls, protect warded area. Yes. Oh, actually, no, because if the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell, it effectively just drops for Sanctuary.
Oh, okay, so Sanctuary's not even active.
Nope. As soon as you attacked, it went... It's basically like that person's got 1 hit point, I'm going to stick them in a bubble, and if they pop that bubble, then... Yeah.
I popped the bubble?
When you attacked, yep.
Unintentionally.
So I took that.
Okay, so you took the damage. So this guy is going to be attached to you. And next up on the list, the one that is attached to Roland, correct? Did I move that around right? Sitting next to you? You had one more?
So.
Okay, this guy right here. He's going to attack you. He's going to do the 1d4. Well, it's attached, so roll 1d4 plus 3.
There you go.
7.
You like to do max damage.
Holy crap. Okay, now it's Roland's turn.
Alright, so everybody has gathered around me. And I am going to bring my sword up in front of my face. And basically it's going to start crackling with that lightning. And I've used this technique on Sturges before, but there was only 1 left at that time.
Okay.
I am going to be casting a spell.
Perfect.
A Word of Radiance.
Okay.
So basically these arcs of lightning come off of me and hit every creature that I choose within 5 feet of me, which is all of the Sturges at this point.
Perfect.
So they all have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And the DC is. Just check that again. Here.
That is going to be 4 more. My math is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Is 13.
All right. There's 4 of them. So the first one succeeds. Second one gets a 4, fails. A 13. You said.
Yep.
So the first and third succeed, and then the second and fourth don't. On the con save.
So the 2 that don't take 3 radiant damage.
That's just enough. So those guys, this stage here, off of Venfina, you just see it go and just explode in like a little holy. And then that's the first one. The third one, I believe, is the one that was. That's the last one. So it's this one, one that's attached to Clandon. Just again explodes. And that one is okay. Yes, and then so the ones that save, they don't take any damage, right? Not, it's not like a half.
No, it's not a half or anything. It's just a cantrip.
Okay, so the one that's still attached to you, and then there's another one that's just kind of buffeting, flying around.
Okay.
Now it's Aurora's turn.
Oh, I've been hit.
Venfina's next, followed by Tiger Lily.
Gotta get on, Penny.
Okay, I am. I'm gonna attack. I think the one that's still attached to Roland.
Okay.
Right in front of me.
You got me. Don't lick me.
Go ahead.
Get it off!
Get it off! Natural 20. That definitely hits. So how would you like this one to die?
Exploding with getting a little bit on Roland.
Of course.
Okay, so the way that this, basically at this point, it's been on there for a little while and it's starting to swell like a mosquito. So as you slice and you cut, it's like, you guys ever watch Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yes.
Like all over, like it's all, and like the back of it just kind of pops off like a water balloon that came off the hose. It just starts spraying everywhere, and so you just kind of like have a little bit of a spatter of your own blood mixed with its blood on your neck, and then the proboscis still a little bit poking out of your neck. But he's no longer damaging you, so.
Okay, and then as my second action, I'm going to shoot at the only ones left.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. It's 20. Yes, it hits. 7. Yes, it definitely is. So you
I know, right?
you slash this one, and then you're basically pulling around. And normally, I think it might be an action to pull it out, but I'm just gonna let it go for flavor. We pull out your bow, and you draw your arrow, let loose, and you see the sturge in the distance, just poof, in the distance. So it hits over here and dies. And at this point, you guys hear somewhere in the distance a the lights in the room still there. You can now very well see everything in the room. That is the end of the combat portion, and you do see in this room. All of you now can see clearly the deceased. This seems to have been a last stand, or like a when the orcs, as far as you can tell, started invading this zone. There was a large battle that kind of took place here, and many soldiers died. Many people, both dwarf and orc. What are you guys doing?
Do I have a hat on?
A hat on?
Like to take my pretend hat off and hallowed silence.
Oh.
So I want to look around the battlefield, and I want to see if there is a clear pattern of where the dwarves, or whoever was the defenders, made their stand.
Okay, so you want to just kind of see it there. So as far as you're seeing up here, again, this seems to be like the entry hall. You see the different places where all of the relief carvings and things into this. You see that there was definitely more orcs here than there were dwarves. all of which the dwarves or the orcs coming from the south entrance. You kind of feel like that this may have been the original entrance to this cave rather than kind of the makeshift side door. And you get the sense that as far as where they were at, they were basically just kind of peppered all through this particular line in the floor, if that makes sense. They're just some a little further, somewhere further back. You see one or two down here by the mouth of the cave that you think probably succumbed earlier to the choke point. But yeah, there's it's all kind of now a heap of bones at this point. It's really hard to kind of tell one person from another.
So I'll turn to Athena and I'll say, which way would you like to go?
I should explore down and just kind of see why there was such a great battle right here. What was? I felt like I was drawn down to this area. And sorry for breaking up from the group earlier, but
You're fine. I'm just glad we caught you before the Sturgis did.
oh, for sure.
That would have been bad.
Roland is so tiny compared to everybody else. Look how small he is.
He's a little dwarf.
He's kitty cat sized.
Let me make him bigger. I think I made him smaller on the other map, and now he's just like permanently smaller for everything.
Oh, okay, I grew.
Hey,
Yeah, when you're on the normal map.
There we go. Much better.
So, which way then, Athena?
Well, I'm just going down
to the south, and then maybe back
up to the east.
Where's my person?
Okay. So we'll head south first.
Okay, so you guys, as you're heading southwards, you're looking in the different hallway. This is definitely, it gets, the relief carvings in the walls are much more intricate and beautiful. This is definitely, this looks to be the entrance to the cave. And you get, roll me a history check for those who are interested in dwarven architecture. Roland could care less. Which is surprising.
Architecture?
Oh god.
Aurora, okay. So Aurora, you're seeing again these magnificent reliefs. This is all very similar to the stuff that you would see in the stories that they would tell about, that you've heard about this mine and the grandeur, the people coming together and making these awesome weapons. And you get the sense this seems very much like an area where they would have like guard houses or like barrack areas, a place where essentially if someone was to come in, that this is where the main the first line of defense would be for this cave. You see again, you're finding just corpses, just not fresh corpses. These are like long dead, sun bleached. Well, not really sun bleached, just white bones everywhere. You see down as you're kind of cresting here. Technically, since you're heading south, it's going to be to your right. You see a door, and to your left, you see a door. Both of which are large stone-hewn doors that have seemingly been undisturbed for a very long time.
Okay, I'm gonna move to this door over here, and I'm gonna try
We should check. Hold on.
Okay.
Too late. Roland's trying to open it.
So as you're kind of,
my mistake.
I put my shit
you put your hand on the cold stone and you push, and you hear that grinding of just like powder and just dust, and as the door opens, you see. Let me get rid of the dynamic lighting. You see a room ahead in front of you.
I look back at Memphina and I go, I'm sorry, am I scaring you?
Or Sturgis.
Oh, right, the traps. This is only my second dungeon.
So as you open it, what you all see inside of this room, this chamber seems to be an office or a storeroom of some kind. There's a large stone counter that bisects the room. There are 3 dusty balance scales made of iron and cubby holes carved into the north wall up here that are full of dusty paper scraps. Several long dead corpses, gnomes and orcs, both are sprawled across the floor. So that you see gnome and the orcs in this particular
Dead people
room.
again?
Dead people. Yeah, it's just.
I want to investigate.
Go ahead. Investigation. Okay, 16. Aurora. As you guys are kind of going through this room and you're looking, some of these pages, like just the mere opening of this room and the change in the pressure, you see some of these scrolls just turn to powder and just poof. But as you're looking through, Aurora specifically finds behind the counter there's the locked iron strongbox, and it's not attached to anything, but it's just kind of sitting there. Same thing, Venfina. You're seeing you get the smell of old parchment that's just decayed. But as far as anything in the room, aside from noting the corpses of the gnomes and the orcs, this strongbox seems to be the only thing of interest in this room.
Good eye, Aurora.
Let's try and keep this from the boys, shall we?
It's a small room. We can hear you.
She tries to slide the box. Didn't work like it did last time. So you have that. Whoever wants to carry that, just put page 45. Whoever puts that in the inventory. Just large strong box.
I'll carry it.
Okay. So you go ahead and you stash that away. And everything else in this room, again, it's the change in pressure. So the dust is just kind of resettling in the room, but it's quiet, nothing in there.
Okay, I go to the next room then, and I will pause and go, let's check for traps.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea.
So based on Roland's history, would Roland know what to look for a trap, do you think? Or...
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think he wouldn't know what to look for, but I think he would think that Venfina meant for him to look for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I will do investigate, right?
Yes, investigation. Natural 20. Natural 20! So you are like, traps. This is my destiny. My moment. My entire life is built up to this.
There's just a different type of construct.
And then you realize that the door doesn't have, as far as the latches and stuff, you're able to open the latch. Looking around, you don't see any tripwires. You don't see anything that seems out of place. So you confidently push the door open with nothing happening whatsoever. You succeeded. The door was not trapped.
Waste of a good 20.
Okay, so you step into the room. This particular room is much more militaristic in nature. This definitely seems to be some kind of a guard room of sorts. You see splintered stone benches and heaps of rubble, partially collapsed ceiling just completely filling this room. Amid the ruined stone bunks, on the different sides, there are some toppled weapon racks that are different weapons that are in varying states of decay. And there's tons of bones of dwarves and orcs littering this room.
Alright, let's around.
Okay.
Me too.
So as you step in and start investigating, everybody roll your investigations.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Sorry, you cut out. What are we rolling?
Investigation. Alright, so Aurora doesn't find too much. Roland and Venfina and... yeah, so Aurora and Clandon, you're just kind of like off-put. This is like you're breathing dead things. And go ahead and just Tiger Lily can as well if you want. At this point, Venfina and Roland, you start to notice a trembling that and as it kind of comes through, you start to see some of the bones as they start to travel together to one another, and they start to form ligatures. And
which one would be perception
is it wisdom? Let me look real quick.
strength, dexterity.
Dexterity,
Hold on.
Constitution, Intelligence,
Intelligence.
Wisdom,
It's intelligence, yes.
CHA, whatever that means.
It'll be intelligence. for that one.
CHA is charisma.
Charisma. Charisma.
Charisma.
Charisma, the Gupta K. So you rolled a 4 and I got a 0? Oh, -4, yeah. Okay, so she just kind of smells and she's kind of trying to blow the dead things out of her nose and kind of steps back, and she's probably the last one into the room in the hallway.
Yeah, so as the bones start coalescing together, I drop the torch right in front of me and pull out my shield and I go, these things are rising.
And for that, everybody roll initiative. Hold on.
Oh, much better this time.
2.
Like literally, let's see. What would that be? 1,100% better.
Okay. Okay. Now I gotta get all these guys on the layer, token layer. Oh, I can't do multiple select.
As a paladin, I cannot run. Not against the undead.
We can run and come up with a good plan.
So you kind of see as everybody's doing this, these start to form in different places. As you're kind of seeing around the room, they're just kind of springing up in random areas where the bones are just coalescing quicker than others. And you guys see Clandon as the quickest to react, then Tiger Lily. In Clandon, there's one skeleton that is standing directly in front of you. And you see it, and you just see that all too familiar, like, green, deep glow in its eye sockets as it draws its sword.
Oh, I'm dead.
With its non-existent lungs.
Be careful, because you're in melee range.
Yes. So that would be disadvantage either way. So he does not miss. So you start to do that, and it just takes its
Does not miss.
he takes his weapon and just kind of knocks your bow aside. Okay. Next up, Tiger Lily. That was. Does the attack have to be successful? No, it doesn't. You chose the attack action. You can attack a second time.
Yes.
Then, since I know that my bow is not going to work, I still got it in my left hand, and I draw my sword in my right, and go for
one-handed strike? Okay. So you draw that, and that is a total of 15. It does hit. Roll for damage. And that's the one-handed is the left hand. Wow, 10. Nicely done. Well done. Let's... Objects and overlay. So this guy right here takes 10 slashing damage. He's undead.
How many of you?
Yep. So he sits. You slash at him, and you just see like pieces of his ribs just go and scatter across. Tiger Lily. I love you too. 21 for a bite. And which one is it attacking?
This one.
That one? Okay, so it does hit. 5 piercing damage. Alright. Skeleton is now going to go ahead and... This is the one that Tiger Lily just attacked. So bludgeoning, poison... Yours was piercing damage, right? Yes. Piercing, and then the other one was slashing. Yes. Okay, cool. So this guy is going to draw his sword, and he's going to swing at Tiger Lily. Does a 19 hit.
Yes.
So 6 piercing damage. You hear... And just kind of slashes at her. She takes that damage. Next is going to be skeleton up here, shambling. So he's going to kind of come down and be like kind of shambling towards Roland at this point. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. So he comes right up in front of you and pulls his short sword and slashes at you. 13?
Nope.
You just deflect it. Out of the way. Aurora.
I'm gonna short sword this guy.
Okay. You roll for attack.
First attack.
16. That works. Go ahead and roll for your damage, and then roll your second attack. Okay, and that's a 17. Does hit. Roll for 4. Okay. Got it. So at this point, when you hit it, it's like you hit its clavicle and its right arm just kind of sloughs off. But at this point, it still has its weapon in its hand, ready to fight because it's a lefty. Uses left hand. Skeleton, the one in front of Clandon, is going to swing with his short sword at you. That's a 22 for 4 piercing damage. And then the one that you just attacked, Aurora, he is going to swing his short sword at you. 23, does that hit?
Of course.
7 piercing damage.
Did you take both your attack actions? Yes.
Yeah, she did. She stabbed him twice. Roland, it's your turn, then Minfina.
Okay, so, let's see here. Just trying to check.
Oh, I forgot. I had a bonus action.
Okay, what's
I'm just
the
gonna say something.
Okay, go for it. That's be a free action.
Okay, so I turned to Roland and I'm like, so it wasn't any traps in here, was there?
There were no traps on the door. I should clarify. There were no traps on the door. And then I actually look back at her and I say, should I protect you or Tiger Lily?
Tiger Lily.
Okay, so I will, I kind of do this, it almost looks like a shield slam, but this spectral kind of electric version of my shield flies out and starts circling around Tiger Lily.
Okay.
And I am casting the following spell. If it will come up.
Come up. You can do it.
There we go.
Alright, so feel free. Alright, got it. So it's +2 to AC.
Yep.
Got it.
So, and then I will turn and I will attack the guy in front of me.
Alright, go for your attack.
Just need to make sure that I am doing.
It looks at you, just kind of shambling and lurching. And...
I'm actually the attack that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to shift here.
Okay.
Which shifting is the
Yep.
thing, but I don't take any opportunity.
Nope. You're good.
And then again, I will kind of bring my sword up, and that lightning is going to come out around me as I cast my word of lightning again.
Okay. So you guys see the room start to fill with the, aside from the torchlight that's laying on the ground, you guys start to see this blue light enter the room.
Okay, so they all make a Constitution saving throw. It's a 13.
Everyone in what's the range again?
It's within 5 feet of me.
5 feet of you. Okay, got it. So there's 3 of them.
3. Yep.
All right. The first one rolls a 4. Second one a 20. Last one 22.
Okay, so 2 of them make it.
Yep, 2 of them make it. So the first one does not, which would be, I'm just going to go top to bottom. So this guy.
Okay.
So what's the damage on that?
So it is 2d6 radiant damage.
7. And since it is a, let's see, vulnerabilities. Skeleton. It's vulnerable to bludgeoning. Okay, which you guys don't know that.
I thought it was vulnerable to radiant.
I thought it was too, but it shows me here. Damage vulnerabilities bludgeoning. But I would say, but I know that like zombies are. That's why it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because it's undead. wait, doesn't that specifically say something about undead?
This one doesn't. No, that's my voice.
No, okay. Because I know there's others that specifically say, undead take. If it's undead, you do an extra 1d8 or whatever.
Yeah, it's just bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, doesn't make that. That's why I had to do a double take on that one. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Okay, so you crackle and you just see that as it kind of goes through it, pulls backwards from the kind of the flash of light, and it just kind of turns its head towards you, ready to get some. Venfina, there is a skeleton currently behind you in the corner, and you hear it scrape up the wall as it slides and pushes itself up. Its armor scraping against the stone wall. What do you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Kill the skeleton. Kill the skeleton for Klondike bar.
That I would. That and a Choco Taco.
Oh no, it's October on Tumblr.
Oh no.
The Skeleton Wars.
Alright, I'm within 5 feet of said skeleton.
Yes, you are. And Clandon, just so you know, after the next batch of skeletons, you're up.
Okay,
I'm gonna use my glaive on this here skeleton.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage or attack. 10 does not hit. So you kind of swing wildly at it.
I want to use my inspiration.
Okay, and yes, some of you do have inspiration. So
So do I re-roll it?
yes, it's basically advantage. And then you mark off that you've used it. 10. Dang it! So you swipe at him, and you pause for a second to think, I did a really good job yesterday. And then you keep going, and you miss it anyway. So, any other actions?
Yes, I get an attack.
Oh, very nice.
You get 3 attacks.
No, I had inspiration, so that's why I got another. But now I have a second attack.
Yep. So now the second attack, you sweep past, you grab it, and I assume glaives can only be used two-handed, so you're coming back with it. What are you doing? With a 18 does hit. Go roll for damage. 8, very nice. Wait a second. Do you have a -1 on there?
I don't know, I must.
-1 to strength. Yeah, you have a -1. All right. Cool. All right, 7 slashing damage. So you slash at it, and part of it's where its shirt used to be. You tear it open, and you see just nothing but a sickly, sinuous spine.
Yay!
Next one.
Die!
You're going to Aurora. You're going to hear the whistling sound of an arrow flying in the air at you. 18.
And it is.
Okay, so the skeleton right here, this guy, bloop, moves up a little bit, and he shoots his short bow at you for 8 piercing damage. And he kind of draws back, the bow tightening and stringing as much as the sinew in his bones, and it connects. Next skeleton, this guy's going to kind of shamble forward and get in, let's see, 5, 10... 15. He's gonna pull up right here and just kind of bludgeon in. He's gonna try and attack with a short sword. 13.
Nope.
So he swings at you, but the other skeletons are just kind of in the way, so he's just kind of he's a little rusty, literally.
Yeah.
So the other one is going to swing its short sword here at Venfina. 10. Miss.
Totally.
Next one. This is the one below Tiger Lily. Is going to attack at Tiger Lily with the short sword.
She's got a +2.
17, so that's 12 plus 2, 14. So it hits. That's 8 piercing damage.
How do I know if something is a two-handed?
So she's just got too many people coming at her different angles. Let's see. Did you have that?
You said 8, right?
8, yes, that is correct. 8 piercing damage. So then the next one, again, this one's by Clandon, or by, not Clandon. This one is by Roland, this guy right here. He's going to swing from your side with the short sword. 8 misses. So you just knock it away with your shield. You have your shield out, right?
Oh, yes,
you
I
do.
did.
Okay,
Yep.
Clandon. So Clandon and Tiger Lily.
Alright, so I am going to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, shit.
And I'm gonna actually conjure it, it's gonna be like that.
You are so cheesy.
That's the restorative spell.
So I'm gonna conjure this nature spirit in the form of a hawk,
Okay.
and I'm gonna actually conjure it near Aurora, and it's gonna kind of alight on her shoulder.
Okay. So Rory, you're sitting there and you hear this as this just comes into being by your head.
And I'm gonna have it heal Aurora for 1d6.
Okay. Perfect.
So it
And-
looks like when she starts her turn there, that's when she gets healed.
That's
So
a
until
cue.
the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or starts his turn there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's there, and Tiger Lily would also be in its space. So Tiger Lily's turns next, so she would also
That's
benefit.
really cool. I like that.
That was my bonus action, by the way.
Okay, I'm going to put a little square here because I don't have a... I'm going to have to get you a tile for that. I'm just going to do a freehand, and we're going to go smiley face. That's your bird.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and attack Skelly in front of me with my short sword.
Go ahead.
Still going one-handed.
Skellington. Go ahead and roll for damage. Or attack. 20 hits. Roll for damage. Tiger Lily's up next. 10. So at this point, as you kind of swing around, it just totally connects, and you just send a shower of bones all over Roland's back.
Alright.
And he's dead.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and draw my bow then.
Okay.
And attack and shoot at this guy here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for attack. Natural 1. So you do that, and as you're kind of hitting the bones, like there's just bone debris and matter in the air, and it kind of flies into your face. So as you shoot, the arrow... Hold on, let me roll something real quick just to decide what the fate is of... 2. Okay.
Don't shoot me in the butt, please.
The arrow breaks as you shoot it. You hear it go off in the distance, and it just splinters against the wall. The force of the arrow was pretty strong. So, Tiger Lily.
Do I see what he was aiming for?
What he was aiming for? You would have heard the whistle of the arrow flying past your head.
But I wouldn't have seen like the exact target he was aiming for there.
Because you have the 3 in front of you and he's behind you, probably not. But you would see the arrow fly like right past your head and hit the wall somewhere behind in the distance. So you hear that. 10 does not hit. So Tiger Lily swings. Doesn't quite get a connection there.
I roll that 1d6 for her, or does she roll it?
The 1d6 should be rolled by you, I believe, if you're the caster.
It's for so I roll it for her and for you said.
Just for because that's her first turn in that one.
Got it.
Yeah, so she gets a +6 or +5. So
Who gets a +5?
Tiger Lily alone, because she started her turn there. So you see the hawk kind of starts beating its wings a little bit, and you see just kind of this warm emanation and glow, and you see some of Tiger Lily's wounds start to seal up.
Woo woo!
Okay, skeleton in front of Tiger Lily swings, and then the skeleton in front of, or the above to the north of you, Roland is also going to swing.
Okay.
First one was a natural 1, so as it swings at Tiger Lily, it ends up hitting the guy next to it for 8 slashing damage.
Hallelujah.
So it swings and it just kind of gets off balance, and you see it just take a big old gouge out of a whole bunch of its lower ribs, and the shirt it was wearing just completely rent. The second one is going to swing at her for a 19, and that'll be 8 piercing damage.
The second one is swinging at me.
I'm sorry, that's swinging at you. 19. Does it hit you?
What was the total?
8 piercing
19.
damage.
No, the total attack.
Attack is 19.
Yes,
Damage was 8. Okay, damage is 8 piercing damage. So it slashes at you. Sorry, that's me trying to consolidate these skeletons' attacks. Okay, Aurora, it's your turn.
One scan spirit takes effect.
Roland, you're after the next skeleton. What's the 3? Oh, that's, yeah, okay. So you add 3 hit points, Sarah. Oh.
3 hit points.
Perfect. So the 8 does not hit. So you kind of swing out of it. Didn't connect. Any other action? You did take the attack action. You do have another attack. Natural 20. Yes, it does hit. So you're kind of frustrated, and you come back at it. And at this point, 5 plus 6, yeah, you just obliterate it. You're just like, ah! Come back, and all the pieces of the bones just completely scattered. Parts of them turning to powder. The blow, and it is dead.
Finally.
Roland, it's your turn. The other skeleton just died, so.
So I'm gonna go ahead and, as a bonus action, I am actually going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on myself.
Oh, sorry, wait. It's
What's up?
never mind. I'll do it next time.
Just need to check my spell casting real quick.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. 6 points of damage, or of healing.
Oh,
6 points of damage. You're dying.
am I suddenly undead?
Gonda's pissed at you, so good luck.
All right, and then Word of Radiance.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead, and the cons for 4 of them.
3.
3, yes, because one's dead. 1, 2, 3. 6, 8, and 8. They all 3 miss. So
Nice.
roll for damage.
Six radiant damage.
Minus 6. Okay. So the one to your north, as you do this, it just turns into powder. And slow motion style falls backwards. The other one, taking minus 6, he kind of resists it and pulls back and recoils a little bit from the blow, and same with the other one next to you, and they all both just go.
Now, let's see. There would be no way that I can move to get to this position without provoking an opportunity attack, right?
Yes, unless you tried to like shove, yeah. One of them you're gonna leave, or you're gonna turn your back to one of them, so there'd be an opportunity of attack. Like if you push between the two of them, you'd still be opening yourself up for an attack.
Worth the risk. I'm gonna move down here like this. 1, 2.
Okay.
So I'll provoke an opportunity attack from that guy.
Okay, that's 15.
That'll miss.
So it swings. You hear it hit the cold hard stone.
And basically, I just kind of weave my way back into 3 of them,
Okay.
so that I can keep that archer close at hand.
Okay. Sounds good. And then any other things?
That is
All the
a
things.
full turn.
Perfect. Benfina. Clandon, you're on deck after a bunch of skeletons.
I'm gonna try getting this skeleton right by me again.
Okay.
Sorry, the one behind in the corner.
Yep, the one in the corner. Got it. Roll for attack. And this with your glaive still?
Yeah.
Perfect. 10. That does not hit.
And I try again.
Okay.
That's your third 10 in a row. Or not in a row, but tonight.
Yeah.
Perfect. That does hit. Roll for damage.
Nice.
7 slashing damage. Perfect.
He's at 14. Is he now dead?
You did do damage to him last time.
7 last time.
Yep, so he's dead. You shatter him.
Or from the both combined?
What? What are you asking?
Did he die
because of what I hit him with last time?
Yes, your cumulative damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he just, as he's slashing through, he just, you get the contact with his spine and you just hear this, and then the lights in its eyes just, and it just completely turns back into a pile of bones.
You got him. High five.
Yeah. Now, next up is going to be the skeleton with the short bow. It's seeing Roland kind of come up close to it. It's going to attack with disadvantage with its short bow. It's going to try and shoot Aurora again. And disadvantage is a 14.
Yep, that hit.
It hits. Okay, so that's 6 piercing damage. So he 6. So he trains his arrow. Roland kind of bumps his butt into him to try and knock him off canter, but the arrow still finds its way. Next one is going to make a short sword attack at you, Roland. And that is a 12.
That misses.
So it swings. Again, you just deflect it. Nothing happens there. That skeleton's dead. Now, the one directly below Tiger Lily is going to then again lurch forward with its sword over its head for 21 hits. That's 5 piercing damage. It's Tiger Lily. So he comes down both arms and just swinging, and you hear just the echo through the room as it comes down. Okay, next is skeleton. He's gonna swing at you again, Roland, just wildly, for a 12.
That misses.
And you're just
right.
Just keep using the tines of your fork. Clandon, it's your turn. Tiger Liz next.
Spinning those blades away.
It's like a Jedi Knight, and the Force is strong with him.
I'm gonna go and shoot at this one right here.
Okay. Roll attack. 21, it hits. Roll for damage. 11 piercing damage, and that's this one right here.
The one below Tiger Lily.
Okay. Yes, that definitely hits. And it just, as you're standing there, Aurora and Tiger Lily, just a shower of bones comes flying forward over the top. He is dead.
Alright, next we're gonna attack this one here.
Okay, roll for damage. Or attack. You can roll attack and damage at the same time if you want. 17 hits, roll for damage, 9 piercing damage. That also, minus 9. Roland again, you just get a little bit of a face full of dust as an arrow just like streaks through, sticks through this leather armor on this skeleton as the scraps, and it just turns to a heap of bones.
And as a bonus action, I catch Roland's eyes, just like a true hero, give a thumbs up.
I am impressed.
Thank you, Fuzzy Bushy Brow Sensei. Clandon, it's your turn. You got yours. Now it is Tiger Lily. Now that owl or the hawk, it's in there permanently, correct?
No, I can move it around as a bonus action, but I'm leaving it there.
For the first time, you could do that.
And it lasts for.
Okay, so it's only the first time. It's not continuous. Got it.
No, it's hold on.
So until the spell ends, you're the creature. You see when they move into it, they get a 1d6 healing.
Is it for the first time
On a turn.
or starts its turn there?
Oh, true.
So it's once per turn.
Once per turn. Okay, so Tiger Lily, go ahead and roll a healing for this. Tiger Lily heals for 2 hit points. For those watching the World Cup, goal! Perfect. Now what's Tiger Lily doing? I assume attacking. The 12. It doesn't hit. Correct. So she's kind of distracted because this hawk keeps like buffeting her from behind. Like, what? Leave me alone. Like, go away. Skeleton in front's gonna swing at this point. It's gonna try and throw itself on the panther somewhat desperately for 11. Miss. Because you still have that +2, right?
Yes, I've not lost it yet. It's concentration, and then it's like up to a minute.
Perfect. Yep. So that's misses. So he just he's throwing himself at her. At this point, she pushes him back after he kind of like collapses over the top of her. Very defensive stance, protecting Aurora.
Actually, I don't think I rolled a concentration check for my blast.
Okay. It's still lower, but you could go ahead and roll your concentration check just in case if you didn't. Yeah. So 8. What damage did you take? Okay.
It was 10 minimum.
So you see this ether shield just kind of disappear. Aurora, it's your turn. Roland, you're on deck. 6.
The Cure Wounds spell, is that a bonus action or the action?
Cure Wounds is an action.
It is an action. If it was Healing Word, it's a bonus action. But Cure Wounds is an action.
Points, though, Aurora.
Yep. You get 6 hit points from the hawk. That smiley face is a spirit animal that Clandon summoned that's healing you.
I summon the spirit smiley.
Okay, then I'll attack since I'm not in such danger now.
Okay. Go ahead. And again, you're just getting the echoes of just like the creaking and the movement of bones shakily. That's 8 misses. Go ahead and roll your second attack. Big money, no whammies. Don't screw me, Gil.
Oh my goodness, it was going for that 11 and then it just stopped.
Right. So the second one, so you pull one, and which one were you shooting at? The one that's by Tiger? Okay, so basically you loose one arrow and you see it kind of dash off to the side, shoot another arrow, dashes off to the other side. Neither one connects. Roland, it's your turn. Then feeding around deck.
Well, I am just going to go ahead and cast one of the radiants again. No reason not to. So Constitution from the 2 that are next to me.
Okay. And this is going to be con. 20 and a 16.
Oh, so they both make it.
Yep. So this point, this one is starting to catch on to the pattern, and he intentionally shields himself from this attack. Now, Venfina. Venfina, it's your turn.
I'm going to advance and get the one that's on Tiger Lily.
Okay. So you're able to walk up there. Go ahead and roll your attack. Why can't I pick you up? There we go. All right, Glaive, 13 just hits. Roll for damage.
Woohoo!
1 slashing damage.
Yeah, just hits is right.
And you kind of stab for him, and where you would think a vital organ might be, but it's not really there, and you just kind of nick his rib. And you pull back, and he just kind of.
That glaive is not your friend tonight.
Second action. Miss. Yeah, so you stab that one and you're like, oh, that should hit. So then you stab again and it goes to it doesn't even touch anything that second time.
Between his rib bones.
It just kind of goes between his rib bones, yeah. The skeleton next to starting to he's got a low intelligence. Yeah, he's just gonna keep shooting, even though he's at disadvantage. 8, miss.
Nice.
So he shot at you, Aurora. You hear a really old, nasty, musty arrow hit the wall and just explode. Otherwise, going to swing at you, the one right here next to you, Roland. 23.
Oh, that does hit.
5 piercing damage. So this one, the one that's starting to catch on to what you're doing, he ends up kind of bobbing and weaving a little bit, and then swings as soon as your shield kind of fakes it for 5 piercing damage. Clandon, it's your turn. Tiger Lily on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my bow at this guy here.
Okay, so you loose the arrow. 11 just misses. So as you shoot, same thing as Benfina's experiencing. You see it go through his like shambled armor and it just kind of out the front.
I hate skeletons. I'm rolling again.
Okay. 17 hits. Roll for damage. 7 piercing damage. Minus 7, and that just kills him. So at this point, you see it, Roland, the skeleton that you're just kind of like been engaged with, an arrow pierces through its temple, and its head just kind of skitters across the floor, and his body just he's dead.
And another dust cloud.
Another one, but yeah, another dust cloud in your face. How rude. Okay, so he's dead. That one's dead. Okay, now it's Tiger Lily. And then Aurora after the next skeleton. 22 hits, 4 slashing damage. Does connect.
That's awesome.
Tiger Lily.
Yep. So add 6 health to Tiger Lily for the heal. And then, so this skeleton is then going to retaliate, seeing that it's just kind of a losing fight. It pulls its back behind its head for 20, and it's going to do 5 piercing damage. It's going to bring it down hard on Tiger Lily, but she's just distracted right now because of the stupid hawk.
It's all the hawk's fault.
It's all the hawk's fault. Alright, we are at the top. No, we already. There's this guy's. Yeah. Okay, Aurora, it's your turn. Roland's on deck. So that's 1 healing to Aurora.
I'm shooting. No,
That's one. Okay, let's roll to see what. Let's roll to see
No,
what
she
happens.
was aiming at the ranger.
Ranger.
No.
Yeah, Landon, I'm aiming at you.
It's gonna bounce off the wall. All right, let's see if. Oops.
Oh, that's good.
A 4, so you don't hit Tiger Lily, but that again, that shaft arrow as you're kind of drawing back, and you let go. It's just that there's so much dust and just gross in the room that you sneeze and and then the arrow just hits the wall and it breaks the tip. The arrow's unsalvageable. Roland.
Alright, well, now that there's only this one left, I'm actually going to take a step back.
Okay.
If it wants to try and melee attack me while it's got a bow in its hand, it can't.
Okay, yeah, it's not. It would take an opportunity attack, but I'm gonna say it's like at a disadvantage. 'Cause it doesn't have a thing. That's 11, so it misses.
Yeah.
So it tries to take a pot shot at you and it misses.
And then I'm going to smile and take my hand and kind of pull my fist back towards me.
Okay.
And as I do, a arc of lightning forms from it to me. And I basically, I'm going to do it's called a guiding bolt, I believe is what it is.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh no, sorry, it's just a sacred flame.
Sacred flame. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a cantrip. I don't want to use it. So it has to succeed on a dex throw, or a dex saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity. See how dexterous. He rolls for a 20. What's your DC?
What was it again?
He rolled a 20.
Yeah. Okay.
So he jumps out of the way. Then Fina. Clandon on deck.
I'm gonna grab him this time.
Take me on. Take on me. 15 hits.
Yay. I can't. Whoa! Where are their hearts? Where's that blood?
It was blood spatters. Blood. You're right.
Marrow spatters.
Marrow, yes, it's marrow. Okay, so it goes through and it's not there. So we go and splatter. Alright, so the next up on the list, you got another attack. Go.
Does Fina get another hit at it?
Yep. You got another attack.
Thanks, Aurora. Oops.
Nice.
First one hits. First one hits. Yeah, I know, right? He's sitting at low. 3 piercing damage. That kills him. Alright, so that's just what you needed. He is... Well, it's actually one more, but as you go in for this, you're just kind of like, poke, poke, poke. Ah! And then you just kind of slash at him and just throws him up against the back wall here. Splat. And he is dead. So that skeleton's gone. So now, any other stuff? You good?
Now we investigate.
Skelly Skellington is going to... There's still one. He's going to shoot at Roland for 9.
Where's the one that's alive?
That misses.
It's over here.
Oh, I can't see him.
So he's going to shoot. I'm going to take this off because he's no longer encumbered. There we go. And next. And you just hear...
Finish it, Glennon.
First, I'm going to use a bonus action to call the raven or the hawk over to my shoulder.
Okay, so come here, hawk boy. Nope, that didn't work. I broke him. Alright, what? I can't do this shape, so I'm just going to do the one. So he's with you now.
And then I'll go and take my shot at the skeleton.
Okay. And 10, 16 hurts, 10, yep. So you shoot, and this leaves the one arrow sinks deeply into the bone. You see it go, still standing. Second one misses. And as it flies past, it's just pulling its bow back for its next shot. Tiger Lily. Aurora's on deck.
It's going.
Okay, it's moved 20 feet forward. It's going to pounce. Got it. Roll your 1, 2, 3, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. So it goes enough. 11 attack does not. It does not. For the bonus action, it's not prone, so you don't have to do the bite. Do you want to do an additional attack? Or that is a bonus action if it's prone, but it did not. Wait, 60 DC's. Hold on. Dexterity is strength. Wrong one. Strength.
Yeah, so
I always read that wrong. 12. Yeah, so it has to be a claw attack. 12 is. What's your. Succeed on a 12, and so it rolled a 12. So it's not prone, so you can't bite it, but you can claw it.
What? No.
Wait, hold on. The attack, the ties go to the attacker, and it was so it is prone. The bite would be unsuccessful because of the attack roll. So roll the bite attack one more time to see if you get it. Claw attack definitely hits. I know, right? 15 does hit the for 3, 4, 7. Yes, so it's definitely dead.
you make the claw attack. If it succeeds, then you roll the strength check to avoid being knocked prone. And then if it's prone, then the panther gets a bite attack.
Yep.
Bite.
And since it's prone, you're at advantage. So perfect.
So how many rounds how long has that healing spirit been around?
It goes for 10 rounds.
How many rounds have we had?
We've had 5. Let me count this. Healing spirits right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we would be on the 5th one now that Tiger Lily.
So it's got 6 more rounds of healing.
Yep.
Got 30 seconds left.
Yep. Absolutely. But that is the end of the round. Good job, guys. And you see this room. You still feel the pulse in the just that wave, that throughout the that thunderous rumble. And the skeletons are disposed of. As far as you can tell in this room, everything has returned to its original state because the skeletons were heaps of piles on the floor to begin with. And there's really not anything in this room salvageable from what you've fought. All the armor and stuff that you guys are wearing are all just rags, essentially.
So, with that, talking about that spirit animal thing, if after the battle ends, does it just go away, or does it still stick around?
It's there for, so you've got, it says each round is 6 seconds roughly.
Yeah,
so
you've got 6 more rounds of healing to go through.
So it'll stick around to the next battle?
No. 6 more rounds of healing, so it's 6 seconds multiplied by 6. 36?
Basically,
36
as
seconds.
We're resting up in this 36-second period, you can send the healing spirit around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so you got 36 seconds for it before it just puffs.
So basically I get 6 more chances to heal.
Yep. So if it's sitting by you, that'd be 4, yep. So that's the first round. Go ahead and roll your next, whatever next 6 you want to do with that. I would permit it. Okay, so there's an extra 1, so that's 2.
I could use some healing over here.
3.
I can't see your bar.
Yeah, really, nobody can see your bar.
That's weird.
You've never had a bar.
Hasn't?
Oh, is that why I died? Because nobody else can see my bar.
Yeah, we don't know how.
Player permission, see edit. I don't know how to make it show for them.
My permissions?
Hold on, it might be under your token. Let me look at your token real quick.
What do I got left? 2 or 3 more?
So you rolled 3. You've got 3 more.
Just 3 more. Alright.
And I'll figure this out in a second. So just do your thing. Roll it.
How much health do you need, Roland?
A lot.
Okay. Are you at 25%?
Yeah, I'm about 25%. I'd say
Okay,
right.
over to you now. And
I don't understand why it's not letting you. Your settings are the same.
I'm gonna send it once more over to Aurora.
So as this battle's ending, you guys see this golden bird just kind of, this ethereal bird just kind of
The last one was for you, Aurora.
gets the stuff done.
And it disappears.
Penny, please stop. You're really loud, baby.
Dude, I'm so glad I got that spell.
Right? That is, especially for what you guys need. It'll be good.
I'll actually look around at the team and I'll say, let's take a rest so that we can all recover and then we can move on.
Yes. Yes. Let me.
Collect my arrows too before I rest.
Okay, and make sure that the ones that broke don't get re-added. Okay, there it is. So C, I need to check the boxes for C. Got it. Got it. C. Everyone, now can you see his bar?
I can see Roland's house.
Yay!
Yes, the health bar.
So this doesn't happen again. Let's remove and
Hey,
re-add.
Kristen, can you take that red circle thing off, Nina?
Yes.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea why it's on there.
I've got the red
Alright, I'm gonna delete these just for...
Yeah, Vina helped out. We should have all gathered into the same place, and then done it because it's within its area.
Yeah. Perfect. Alright, so you guys go ahead.
It's only 5 feet in a cube. We can only put one person in the cube, technically. Affect one person at a time. Unless we all just kind of like start rotating around it, like in a circle. Right? Which is what we could do, because technically we would all act in a round. Because we just have to move through the space.
It's true. Alright.
It's just a little weird.
So you see in the room, the torch in the middle of the room on the floor continues to burn and flicker. You can see it starting to wane. You guys are able to take a short rest if you want to. Is that what you're wanting to do in this room?
Yes, I want to take a short rest.
Okay, you are able to take a short rest, at which point that torch is expired. You'll need to re-wrap it or re-give it fuel for it to function. So the room starts to slowly get dark as the last bit of that torch goes out.
What do we do for short rest to heal ourselves?
You can use your hit dice. So go inside of your character sheet. There should be a hit dice button. Yep, you got it. And you can roll. How many do you have?
Which dice is that?
I think it's your hit dice. So you have 5 hit dice total that you can use, and so you just used 1. So you can roll up to 5 dice during this short rest. But this note that those hit dice will only re-up if you take a long rest. Does that make sense?
Where are the hit dice?
On your right below where it says temporary hit points, there's a box that says hit dice. Total 5. You've got 1. Looks like it's been expended.
Yeah, but we just came from a long rest, and I
Okay, that's okay. So would go back to 0 then. So you have 5 that you can use. You don't have to use all of them in one go. 6, okay.
Nice roll.
And for time-wise, you guys, you get the sense that you're sitting probably around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Aurora, okay, so you get 6 hit points. Go ahead and add that to your total. Anyone else doing hit dice, or heal it, lay on hands, any of that stuff?
Nope, I'm good with just this.
Okay. So make sure anything with your class. I know some classes allow resets, but I don't think anyone here has a class that.
How do we know what our hit dice?
Your hit dice, when you click on it, it should give it to you. It should just. It's based on your class. Yours is Paladin's a D10.
And for Tiger Lily, can I do?
You can do.
On her?
She also has hit dice available to her. It's the same hit dice as yours and the same amount. So she has a pool of 5. I'm going to put down on your sheet here. Let's see. Tiger Lily hit dice. So she has 5 total. You've used 1. There you go. Alright. Everybody good? And it is without incident.
We can only use hit dice when we're resting, right?
Short rest, yes.
So it's getting pretty late.
Yep.
I think I would like to recommend we call it.
Yep. So you guys at this point, having long fought your way into here in what seems to be a the small skirmishes of a much larger battle ahead. Find yourselves resting and getting kind of recuperating your breath amidst this crypt-like area, and the slow thrumming, thunderous rumble beneath your feet that this whole cave just emanates with. And we'll find out next time what we end up, where you guys end up deciding to go in the Wave Echo Cave. So good job, guys. You guys survived first bit.
Yay!
Let's do experience. Let's wrap up real quick. And
Oh yeah, experience.
experience is come. Oh, here we are. All right, we got the skeletons. There was.
This one's for Tiger Lily.
Okay. So that's 400 divided by 5. For the skeleton encounter, that's going to be 100 experience points per person. And I'll put that for skeletons. And then for the sturges, all right, they're pretty weak sauce. Baby points, baby. That's 25, so that's half that. 50 experience points each for the sturges. But there was 12 of them, so let me adjust that. 25 for 50, 50 divided by 5. That's 1 additional experience point.
51 experience.
51 experience points. Per person, right? Yes, each person.
So
XP per person for Sturges. And yeah, and then I'm also gonna just give a round of good job. You guys did a great job, as always, with the role play. I'm gonna throw in another 50 XP for role play per person.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
Okay, and then that's pretty much it. You guys we can come back to it later, the lock chest and stuff. So yeah, good job. Next time we can meet, what is everybody's schedules looking like real quick? 6th?
No.
Becca says no. I don't know why. Oh yes, that's because we have a birthday party.
The day before.
We're having family.
Should be fine.
13th is fine for us if it's good for Clandon and Aurora.
Ooh, Friday the 13th. That could be something special.
We'll find out.
Preston's birthday's the next day.
Yeah.
Preston's birthday is the 14th.
Good to know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Preston.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
July 14th?
Mm-hmm.
That's Eric's birthday.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, I didn't know that. I remember. I think we might have said something about it at some point, but I'd forgotten. So let's.
It does sound vaguely familiar now.
I will let our resident dwarf know via group text that the 13th Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain time. If everybody's cool with that, we'll plan on it.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for playing. Sorry for going late. We got a lot of really exciting things ahead, and I think you guys will really enjoy this part of the module. So,
Yeah, I'm looking good. Thanks.
awesome. Bye.